Hey everybody, how's it going? I just realized I totally was, I had to take a deep breath before I come on stream, and I did that now. It's good times. Anyway, hi, welcome on in. This is Wagworks GA. I'm Jeff. You can also call me Wags, and yeah, I hope you're having a good Thursday so far. I'm trying something new this week, so same usual time, same usual stream, except we're gonna try a split time stream. I thought it'd be fun. We had a good time doing for our 3rd anniversary stream. I thought it was really fun getting to play a game for a little bit. So it gave me the idea, well, wouldn't it be cool to do that? And since we're doing video game related art here a lot of the time anyway, why not piggyback off of that and do some art based on what we've played? So tonight is our first 3rd Thursday stream, during which we'll start out, we'll play a little bit of Chrono Trigger. We'll keep on with the adventures of Poopy. Thank you for that name, chat. But yeah, so we'll continue on with that for about half a stream, maybe a little bit longer. Then we'll probably hit a quick break, and from there we'll go on to go do some art time. Most likely inspired by the stream, although I do have a few projects that I'm still working on. But that's the plan for tonight so far. Gosh, let's go ahead. Also trying this new. I know I'm like rolling out all this new stuff as we move into the 4th year. I'm giving it a shot. It's fun to learn and grow, and not all of it's gonna stick. maybe some of it will. But I'm just having fun trying out new stuff. So let me know what y'all think. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into our announcements for the night. Let me go ahead and get this going. All right, so there we go. Announcements. Ta-da! So, yeah, first of all, YouTube update. I caught up. I actually did it. I caught up. I had three. By the time that I actually started legitimately uploading and working on the titles and stuff, well, I guess I'd uploaded, but by the time that I finally started working on all the descriptions and posts and everything, it was like already after last week's stream. So I had 3 videos to post, and they're all up now. As of noon today, the last one, which was last week's stream, went up. So I was very excited about that. Yeah, so you can catch them all there. It's Wagworks GA over on YouTube as well. And well, you can always catch our past broadcasts here on Twitch, the VODs. We can catch them for about 60 days or so, I think is the limit. You can catch every stream I've ever done over on YouTube. Maybe some of the early streams are a bit rough and a bit scuff, but it was good times. It's still good times. We're still figuring out how we're doing it here, but yeah, so YouTube is up to date. That's the update. I'm very excited about it. It's good times. Next up, so Games Done Quick has wrapped. As you all know, we that was last week. It ended in the wee hours of Saturday night. Great event. I thought there were a lot of awesome runs there. I don't know if any of you guys watched it. I hope you did, because there was so much good stuff there. Like, even just off the top of my head, like there was a Super Mario 64 like tool assisted run that was just insane to see them blow past stuff. Gosh, there was an Odyssey run that was really good as well, if you're into that. There was a Kingdom Hearts 2 randomizer run, as we all probably have an idea about. That was there. The Pokemon Fire Red. Was it Fire Red? It was Fire Red, I think. Pokemon Fire Red was great. There's so many great ones. So the point is, it was an awesome event. They raised like 2.4 million, I think, by the time the event was over for Doctors Without Borders. So like an incredible cause. I thought they did a lot to put the cause first this year, which I thought was really special, and to really get Doctors Without Borders up front. They aired a documentary on returning to Gaza. Some like young children had to be evacuated for like reconstructive surgery and their return and everything, just to kind of highlight the work they're doing and some of the places and the challenges they're facing. So like kudos to GDQ for kind of getting the cause forward. But also it's just a really cool event. Like their interview team is amazing and inspiring always, and I totally I love every interstitial segment they have. Prize team showed up a few times as well, and he's always welcome, but Bobby is just like doing such a good job. It was just so cool. Like I really loved the event. They had Iron Mouse. They interviewed Iron Mouse, which I thought was super cool too. So all their videos, if you want to catch any of it, you can find them over on YouTube at the Games Done Quick channel there. But yeah, also you can always catch them over here on Twitch just to see what's going on. They have a regular show, Hot Fix, which runs live weeknights, I think starting at 7, fresh content, and then most weekend afternoons starting at around 2. Anyway, speaking of GDQ, look what I saw. So I know I said last week possibly it was going to be on a prize segment. I've been really lucky, and in general when stuff I've done has made it to the prize team in time, it's gotten to be featured in a prize segment. We didn't quite hit that this time, which you know it's always exciting to see it on there, and it was kind of like a hopeful thing. But they also had something like 70 prizes open that block. It was crazy. There's like seeing the level of the art that is out there and stepping up, but I did see this familiar little blanket and pillow set on the prize scroller many times on Saturday afternoon, and that was really rewarding. I make no secret of my love for GDQ and the fact that I in any way got to be kind of like a part of the marathon was pretty exciting. So yeah, I was very happy to see this. This made me quite happy. If you're a GDQ fan, as I am, they've got a few events coming up. So you'll see them in addition to their regular hotfix shows, but they have Gamescom, GDQ at Gamescom coming up at the end of August. Flame Fatales is the next big marathon where actually I have to check and see which group they're raising for. Usually it's either Women's National Law Center or the Malala Foundation, which are two great causes. That'll be in mid-September, and then the next one that we'll be doing a piece for, a donation for, or at least I would like to, is Awesome Games Done Quick, and that'll be fast forward to 2027, January 3rd through 9th. So that is what's going on there. Just a reminder, we're trying this, and I'm excited about it. It's third Thursday, so every third Thursday of the month, which includes today, we're going to play a game for a little bit and then do some art. I know I talked about that a little at the beginning of stream, so I'm not going to really say too much more. I'm just logging this, honestly, to keep myself honest. So I still owe you guys one extra stream. We'll figure it out. I don't have any great plan as to when that's going to be right now. But yeah, I usually stream Thursday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern time here in the United States. Yeah, we'll find a time to do an extra stream outside of that time at some point in the future. What else? I don't know if this is helpful to you all. I like to kind of get organized and see what the things I'm working on are. So for Artlist, these are the projects that we're going to be could be seeing on stream coming up, and at the very least what I'll be working on off of stream as well. So we've got the Dungeons and Dragons group illustrations. That is almost done. I am shading the last full character, and I have just one familiar, like a wolf, to do, and the background. So we've got that one's coming up. That's going to be done very soon. What needs to also be done very soon is the cover for our Cartoons Tribune August issue, as well as our comic, which we maybe haven't written yet, but we'll figure that out. Maybe we need to channel our inner Frank and knock that thing out in a couple hours. We'll see. He's still just amazingly fast. That's awesome. Then GDQ has the call for art out for their digital art booklet of their mascot Velocity. I think that's due at the end of this month. which is closer than I realized, so I should probably think about that at some point. And then some art for my Twitch panels here on the page, because as you can see, I haven't done those yet in 3 years, and maybe that's a little bit bad, but I will, I promise. So I need to fill out the rest of my Twitch page after 3 years, and also emotes. I want to get you guys more emotes, both just for follows and for subs as well. So that's the art list. And tonight, as I said, is our first Third Thursday stream. So we'll be playing some Chrono Trigger and then doing some sketching later on after that. So I think that's all the stuff. Yeah. Just get rid of that. Cool. All right. So I think that does it for announcements. Yeah, so it's interesting. I feel like I got into such a rhythm doing just sticking with art like the entire time for my stream, so it feels like a little bit weird being like, all right, now we're gonna play games, but that's what we're gonna do, you guys. That's what we're gonna do. I'm serious. No, we're yeah, let me just go over and change the category over here real quick. Hold on a second. That was not what I intended. Also, I did actually remember to turn off the timer that spammed the "Hey GDQ is happening." So, you know, I feel pretty good about that one. Look at that. You may still be hearing the fireworks in the background. Disney, they're wrapping up Happily Ever After over at Magic Kingdom. I do think I liked Frank's idea. Eventually we'll figure out how to show it out the window at the start of stream. Of course, by the time I figure it out, they could have moved it earlier to where it's not during stream. We'll see. We'll figure that all out. All right. So what I'm gonna do is take a second here. Gonna pause you. All right. And gonna move OBS over here. That's good. Over here, I'm just making a couple of things. I do believe I actually have game audio playing right now for you guys, so that's probably cool. All right, let me just make an adjustment over here so we... You guys should actually be hearing the audio at this point, so that would be good. Okay. All right, so I think we're good to go. All right, so we're continuing the adventures of Chrono, who we have renamed Poopy, and friends. If you weren't here last time, we have gone to a fair. We definitely ate an old man's lunch. I feel a little bit guilty about that. And we died fighting a robot because I was overconfident and maybe sent a girl backwards in time. But then we went back to, so it's okay. Here, fix that. There we go. So it's probably fine. And we went back, yeah. And then we like talked to some people and stuff. We went to a castle, and then, you know, kind of ruined the future. So we're gonna fix that. We're gonna fix it, is what we're gonna do. So let's go ahead and hello. There we go. Yes, I'm going to start off by not loading the file. That's always a great way to start the stream, by the way. Okay, we got this, guys. We really got this. Okay. So we're gonna need to go back through the forest. I think I mentioned it before. This is my favorite game. So I have definitely played Chrono Trigger before. So I do have a little bit of the benefit. Hey, Chirpy, how's it going? Good to see you. Man, it was happy that I got to hang out a little bit in your stream. Sorry, I was just kind of lurking the entire time. But, you know, breakfast, kids, all that stuff. Let's go ahead. All right, just take these guys out. Can I just confirm that I do actually have the audio on this time? That was a little embarrassing. Alright, so yeah, we're just running back through the woods. I know that there is a free item here. Is how you were sleeping? No worries. Because, yeah, that would have been fairly late for you, right? Like, well, getting into the evening at least. I don't know what the time difference is. All right, cool. Thank you. For 7 hours? Holy cow. So were you working on that drawing the whole time? Just kind of weaving our way through here. I think I already got the thing. Yeah, it's a trap. Actually, let's go ahead and do that. At 3 a.m. Oh my gosh. How are you awake right now? Actually, I don't know. Again, I don't know what the time difference is. Maybe it's a very reasonable time, but... Oh, believe me, I understand taking a long time to finish a drawing. Just ask Frank next time he's here. Alright, so what I am kind of doing is just I'm taking on some extra fights just to... You didn't fall asleep yet? Oh my... Are you okay? I wish I could just like hand you some coffee right now. I should probably, you know, play the game. It's 10 a.m. now. Okay, so yeah, we're just 12 hours apart. But I wish I could just like hand you some coffee right now. But yeah, I do have a tendency sometimes to over level, but at this point I kind of want to get a little bit more experience. Yes, the coffee. For a while, like I think last week, I was trying to not do coffee before stream because I started getting a crash at like 11:30. But I'm like, you know what? I feel like I just need it. I didn't get the crash, but I was just a little more mellow. I don't know. Yeah, nothing sketchy about this nun whatsoever. We pray for the peace of our world. We are ever so devout. Tee. Yeah, that, it's a little sketch there, lady. Yeah, yeah. Why not say a prayer for yourselves? Oh, okay. So go here. Let's see if you can stay awake for all my stream. Well, good luck. If you do fall asleep, I will not be offended. I totally understand. But, like, also, you know, we'll see. Challenge accepted. I will try to not suddenly make loud noises, despite the temptation to be obnoxious. Happy to have you here as long as you can stay awake. We'll go with that. So yeah, we just found the hairpin of the missing queen here in the church, and all the nuns turned to monsters. Very, very normal stuff. Come on. Nope, that's not what I wanted. All right. Clearly the challenge accepted. I love it. Clearly the enemies have gotten a little bit stronger here. Yeah, that's not great. Can I just, like, go? That would be awesome. Nope, definitely should not be trying to conserve my MP here. I'm just gonna take these guys out, and then I'll probably go actually to an inn. In the meantime, we're just gonna jam out to this music. There we go. One of the cool things about Chrono Trigger is that depending on who's in your party, you can do these combination attacks. I know a lot of games now do it, but it was pretty cool at the time, or pretty unique at the time. I was wondering if that was the one you were asking about. Oh, hey, Fallen. Yeah, so I'm trying this thing where the third Thursday of every month, I play a game for like the first half of stream or so, and then probably do some game-inspired sketching for the second half, kind of drawing inspiration from what we played. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm enjoying it. It's fun. We played a little bit of this during the my third anniversary stream, so I thought we'd keep going. Why not? Surprise attack. Yeah, I figured for the first game on stream, I kind of had to go with my favorite RPG of all time, Chrono Trigger. Also, the music in this game is so good, especially considering it was all written for SNES. You're up. It's a giant talking frog. You know I can't stand frogs. That's unfortunate. Oh, we have a character to name, guys. Yeah. You don't seem like a bad frog. I mean, person. I mean, we should definitely go with the frog. 100%. Sorry. I am making this choice because I also like this character. So. Oh, cool. Yeah. I'm curious what you think about Pal World, but yeah, have a good lurk, and thanks for swinging by. Good to see you always. All right, but we do need to name our frog friend. So, what are we gonna go with? I'm almost afraid to ask. The default name for the character is not creatively frog. Bob. Oh, nice. Wait, so, because I knew it had been out, right? And then there was like a big Nintendo lawsuit or something like that, and I think things changed. Did they change? I don't actually know. Because I knew it had been out for a while, but then like I saw all the release stuff, and like I didn't know how long it had been out for. Nintendo lost the lawsuit. I guess that it's kind of hard to trademark some large-scale concepts. Okay. So it is the same as the one that's been out for like a while now. I am, if there are no other suggestions, we're gonna go with Bob. Okay, cool. Hi guys. Bob it is. What? This is interesting. Okay, there we go. So is there... Oh, so a lot of stuff came out. Bob the Frog, here we go. This could have been so much worse, and I'm totally cool with Bob. Oh, you're already at endgame? Holy cow. So you're enjoying it? Alright. Bob will suffice. I don't know what kind of voice Bob the Frog should have. Okay. Yes, we're gonna do that, but also I need to restore my MP. So we're just gonna take a little detour. It's all good. Too sleepy to come with. I think Bob is a pretty fun name, honestly. Residence Inn. Okay. Yes, for sure. Still have a lot to do before the final boss. Nice. Yeah, I should probably watch some streams because I don't... My brain just tells me that Pal World equals kind of Pokemon, but also guns. And that's probably not the fairest description of the game. How would you describe it? Two hours max before we have to get off on vacation. Oh, nice. Well, that sounds pretty cool. And you know what? Just given how last stream went, I'm gonna just go ahead and drop a safety save here because things happen. Things happen. Well, cool. Well, I mean, if you need to go play, no worries. But I was just curious. We can chat about it another time too if you want. You dyed your hair? What color did you go with, or colors? All right. So what we're looking for is a secret passage. Ooh, that sounds fun. I like that a lot. I don't know. I mean, I dyed my hair a little bit when I was like back in high school. But I've always been interested in the idea of doing it. But I do have some concerns that if I were to do such a thing now, it would just come across as a midlife crisis. That's not really what I'm going for, so I'm not quite sure. Yeah, it sounds, if it's what I'm thinking, like from what I've seen on other people out and about, it sounds like it's really cool. All right. So they want us to play the organ. Yep, just totally normal church. This is usually what's back behind the stuff. I came out over the last few days. That's awesome. Well, cool. Well, have a good lurk. Thanks for coming and chatting. All right. We may grind a little bit here just to kind of level up some folks. A critical hit never hurts. That's awesome. Finish him off. Awesome turn. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hey Fox, how's it going? I promise I won't subject you guys to just endless grinding. I'll try to find the right balance. Okay, I don't know what that does, but it seems nice. I know what that does. That's good. We like potions. Excuse me, sir? Sir? Okay. I probably should have saved that for the other guy. So what I am trying to do with this, as I was mentioning, this is like my favorite game, so I've definitely played it quite a few times. But I'm trying to do it a little bit differently than I usually do, right? Like so, or then, you know, if I was just playing for myself, I'm going to spend a lot of time grinding out levels. You know, I know where everything is for the most part, so I'm going to kind of, you know, rush to it. Here, I'll try to like give you guys a little bit more of the experience if you've never played the game. So like with the organ, I poked around the room a little bit before I went to where I knew that the answer was, just to kind of explore and get to enjoy the game a little bit. This is not a speed run. I may try a speed run one day because it looks really fun, but that's not what we're doing here. Yep, I should have saved it. He just keeps critting every time. That's all right. Looking a little low on HP. We just got a whole lot of gold also. So I'm wondering if maybe what we do is we go back to the inn, restore, and see if we can get some weapons, some better weapons, at least for Poopy. Maybe by the time we get further into the game, I'll actually stop laughing every time that I say it. We'll see. All right. Boop. All right. Sleep achieved. Health restored. Market. Yes. You have the things I want. Nope. All right. All right. We can afford everything. Excellent. All right. Give me one of those. Give me one of those. Give me one of those for the frog, for Bob. And give me one of those for Cooki. How are we on potions? We have 9. Let's get a couple more. We have no more money. I have spent all of our money. Okay. It goes quickly. All right, let's go ahead and equip. No more wooden sword. Yay. And a helmet. Nice. It's funny because she has like the most helmet-like accessory of any of them, and yet she is not wearing a helmet. It's good times. All right. Padded vest is actually not any better for you. That wasn't the best investment. That's okay. We're good. All right. We have some better equipment. We'll come through here, do a couple of these fights over again real quick, just to grab that XP, and then we'll go from there. That's my plan. Hey friends, us again. Totally cool. Let's just pick on that. Yep. Okay. Nope. Let's finish him off. He can probably solo this guy. Dude, he just keeps critting. That's amazing. I forgot how ridiculous... Because there's actually an item later in the game that can increase your crit percentage chance. But I forgot how good, how much he crits even without it. Alright, let's just do this one real quick. Alright. Do not waste this attack. Nope. She critted this time. Cool. Okay. All right. So let us see what's going on over here. Okay, that seems good. Also good. Also good. Let's go ahead. This is probably for Cooki. Yes, and it is better. Obtain hidden Naga Bromide. Oh, hey. Oh, good. I don't even know what I just stole, but hey, apparently you are angry about it. Can I get all three of them? Just two. Okay, that's fine. Okay. That seems like a really good chunk of gold for that. Learn Slurp Slash. That sounds fun. Can't remember if it was, I think Final Fantasy VI. I always check. It trained me to always check clocks because for some reason they always hid restorative items and clocks in like random places. Okay, well that doesn't seem great. I'm not gonna walk over those. Steel Saber. Did I? But I just bought. I just bought this. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's totally okay. Fine. Can we walk past? Is there? Yeah, there we go. Definitely not the glowing skull button on the wall for getting rid of the trap. Somewhere within this complex is a shrine to the Fiend Lord. Sounds like a friendly guy. I hear there is treasure to be found there as well. Okay, okay. Wait, sir? Sir. Sparkly? Okay, Sparkly? Ooh, a strength capsule. That sounds nice. So these are prisoners, I guess. Okay. We're just gonna wipe out these guys. Should be doing a lot more damage now. Another crit. Bob is the goat, clearly. As if he wasn't already just kind of carrying us. Let's go, Bob. Come on. Let's do some of these guys. I should probably heal her, huh? Bob's the goat. That's it. That's all there is to it. Okay, let's go ahead. We should probably heal. Okay. We're good. Back in business. What's with the disguises? Hurry up and change. No need to be walking around like humans in here. Ah, it's almost time for my shift. I hate pretending to be human. They're so smelly and repulsive. It's demeaning. Good times, good times. The ones we ate last time weren't so bad, and those 2 soldiers we just caught look plump and juicy. Uh-huh. Yakra's a genius. His plan to imprison the Chancellor and take on his role worked like magic. Now the Queen's ours and the castle's in an uproar. This is rich. Alright, alright, alright. So. No tribute. Wait. You would think that you would want to lead with that. Like, here's the colors you should use, but also I can't see all the colors. Twitch chat can be wild sometimes. I know it's pretty quiet in here, but it's over my 3 years. I've seen some interesting ones. That might be my favorite though that I've heard so far. Yay, money! Oh, how good of you to come. I'm sure Yaka will be pleased. Please, pass the time. Yeah, this is not sketchy or anything. There's no need. Alright, I'm just gonna do that, and I'm sure we've got monster jump scare coming. Yeah, kind of figured. But they actually did good color choices? That's amazing. Let's fire whirl. There we go. You know what? As long as they have a system, I don't know. It's like that whole philosophical question of like, oh, what if everybody else sees colors differently than each other? Like, what if what I see as blue is what someone else sees as red? You know. But I guess as long as the relative relationships work, all the rules fit. It's one of those where like if you really think hard on it, you can start to like spiral a bit, but then eventually you're like, oh, actually, wait, this doesn't really matter. It's okay. All right. Yep. That's another nice thing about Chrono Trigger is that while a lot of other games at this time had just random encounters, you can kind of dodge stuff if you want. I mean, they don't always let you. But you can kind of choose some battles whether you want to get into them or not. I'm gonna fire whirl again because I can. So Chirpy, did you get you got to start putting in some color on the drawing? Oh, nice. Like we actually have a extended family member that's colorblind as well, and honestly, most of the time I don't think you would even notice it, you know. But one of our kids found out they were, and then like once they found out that and like what type of colorblind it was, they just like won't stop quizzing them. Like, what color is this? What color is that? It's we're trying to make them stop. All right, we have a save point. We're gonna not just save, but we're gonna shelter to restore everything. All right, that's good. And save. All right, there we go. Let's see. What about 10:50? We can play for a bit longer, I think. Okay. Yeah, so that's not gonna work, clearly. Okay. Yay! Whee! Okay, what do we got here? Oh, the bats, they're hard to hit. That's right. And Bob just crits it, no big deal. Seriously. Bob the goat. Yeah, he did it backwards. Starting. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if there's technically any real wrong way to do it. I mean, there's some ways that make less sense than others, but it seems like it works, right? I'm just gonna attack. I feel like sometimes too, it's like the things that we want to get done, like we have the most concern over, just doing them first can be like such a big help. Then your brain kind of like stops worrying about it and you just are like free to work on the rest of the illustration. Yay! Has anybody else? I swear I have not seen Chrono level up yet. Alright, well that did a thing. And that's great. We're just gonna fight these guys, pick up some extra experience. Dude, another crit. Are you kidding me? It's amazing. You did the easy parts for it. Yeah, I'm guilty of that as well, for sure. Sometimes. Or like, I'll even, if I know I'm going to be working on something for like a few days, I'll put off till like, you know, not the last day, but you know, one of the last days, getting in some details that are bugging me the most. Although honestly, I know you were asking about backgrounds. Honestly, a lot of times the background is the thing that I will save for the last, because backgrounds are not my greatest strength, to be honest. No entry within. Okay. Interesting. I've forgotten what that means. I see you, bat. Oh, alright. I better... Not as much as I'd hoped on that attack. Okay. Cheating with... Listen. Honestly, I feel like as long as you're doing some modification, using reference and form like is pretty acceptable, you know? You're not like just dropping it straight up into your work. Also, I mean, because also like Clip Studio has the 3D models that you can use and just drop in and trace over, and I don't think that's really much different. And especially for like comics where you're drawing like a lot of panels, and yeah, it's very common to do that kind of thing. So I wouldn't worry about it too much. It does keep a really nice proportionality and consistency too, which is a huge benefit. I was doing, I don't know if you were here for when I did the horse illustration for Lunar New Year. I think you were. I definitely tried to use the 3D model for that one at first, but I could not pose it right for the life of me. And it ended up looking like more like Nightmare Fuel. So that one didn't work out as much. Oh, you weren't? Okay. No worries. Yeah, it was... I tried to, like, pose the hoof up, and it just... It was not great. It was not great. I know I'm skipping some of the dialogue here, because it's just kind of lower level grunts that we're just kind of working through. I can see. I should see if I could find it. I want to see it. It's really something. Okay, so I'm just gonna save this since we now have opened up all the stuff. I feel like we should probably heal as well, real quick. All right. So if we are where I think we are, we'll just push through this last little bit and then switch over to art pretty shortly. All right, let's go down here. Not what I love to see, double crits. That's okay, we'll figure it out. Okay, well that did a lot. That's good times. Then you'll take out this guy. Man, we're not. There we go. Okay. Almost there. All right. Oh, nice. Okay, good deal. Hypno Wave. Ooh, we get some new abilities. That's good times. Wait. Oh, I should probably check this treasure chest. Iron sword. All right. Who gets that? I'm betting it's Bob. Bob, would you like an iron sword? All right. There we go. Okay. We'll just... Any more? Apparently playing the organ is just the trick. That's what we need to do. Every organ. Okay, that did something. Oh, I know. I know where we need to go. And it's not there. Whee! Yep, that was it. If you're, I like how the sign changes too. It's like, well, if you're that determined, go ahead. Yeah, let's just go right in. Okay, you don't. Buggers. Okay, let's just deal with these guys. Okay, Firewhirl seems to be pretty good and against those guys. Can Bob take out one of them? Almost. Oh no, not this. Alright. There we go. Bob the goat. Absolute star of the team. Alright, we're just gonna... I think we're pretty good on health and MP, so I'm just gonna save right here. We can always come back and heal if we need to, if this goes badly. But, you know, it's a classic. It's an SNES JRPG. You get a save point, you're gonna fight a boss. Prepare yourself, Queen Lean. You know, just come in on a casual conversation. You! How did you get in here? I don't know, that's the way. Maybe that's too mellow a voice. I gotta... Bob! Flee, your majesty. We shall dispatch this fiend. Be careful. Oh, okay. Bye. You can stay and cheer and stuff. That'd be cool. There's no use in fighting. None of you will leave this place alive. Let's see you hop your way out of this. All right. Cool. Totally normal things. I love how casually Poopy and Cooki are handling all of this coming from the future. They're just like, oh, okay, you just turned into a monster. That's fine. Let's go ahead and do that. X strike for some damage. Oh, okay. That's not great. Not too bad. We're gonna go ahead and do that. Okay, we're probably gonna want to heal Cookie real quick here. I will try another X strike and have her actually heal herself. Ooh, that did a little. Take this turn to heal you. Yeah, because you're about to die. Cool. Let's see what this does. Not bad. Okay, we'll do Firewheel here. Bob definitely needs a potion. And actually, yeah, we could do some more healing turns. Okay. Oh, that was it. That was all we needed. All right. Okay. I thought we were digging in for another round, but we're good. We're good. Okay. Level up, not bad. Okay, she was cheering. I thought she bailed, but we're good. She's good. She's cool. I always said lean, but I think it might be lean. No, kind of. Make more sense. Thank you, Bob. I thank you, Poopy and Cookie, for all your aid. And I as well. Please accompany us to the castle. You will be most welcome guests. Alright. Dude, how much oxygen was in that box? Oh, my thanks. That monster stuffed me in there like a sack of coin. Oh, your majesty. I'm undamaged, as you can see. Oh, that chancellor. Ooh, mid. Nice. Okay. All right. But I know you told me that already. Okay, now we're good. Now for reals. Oh, we're just gonna jump over here. Cool. You cannot know how I worried, Lena. Yakra, that vile beast, impersonating me and kidnapping the queen. I think that's like a common thing. There have been so many, and I just have to be like, is it okay if I call you this? Like, you just kind of have to like pick part of it. At least that's what I do. I don't think it makes you the worst streamer. And honestly, I think the biggest thing is, people come here to just to be acknowledged and like talk to other people or lurk. It's one of the two. I'm actually usually a lurker myself, but that's also because I'm just doing other stuff a lot of the time when I'm in streams. We must institute a stricter criminal justice system in this kingdom to ensure such fiends never threaten the royal family's safety again. Was it not illegal to do this before? It feels like this should have been a law already. I am disgraced. I failed to protect my queen. Absolutely. Bob's theme. Let's go. Bob. Oh, okay. All right. Yep. Yeah. No. Yeah. We know that. I'm forever in your debt. Who knows what would have happened to me had you come even a little later than you did? Yeah, we were right in the nick of time, I think. By the way, what became of that girl who was mistaken for me? Oh yeah, I forgot all about Princess Nadia. Poopy. This is the payoff. I wish Frank could also be here to see the payoff of the name you guys chose. Most of the time you can't read any of their usernames. And you could just be like, hey, what do you want me to call you? Watch as it's like someone with like Bob. And they're like, just call me Bob. Oh, it's because you haven't read the word. I mean, yeah, that makes a lot of sense too. But I think just the fact that you're greeting them and saying hi, I think that's a lot, you know? Poopy, where did the princess disappear? She may be there now. Right, so, here? Here. No, here. Up here. Are you still standing here? Like, she truly was the very image of our queen. Okay. Yay, we fixed things. Everything's great. Huh? What happened? You ripped apart on a quantum level? It's fine. You're good now. Poopy. This is the payoff. It was awful. I was so afraid. I couldn't see or feel anything, but I knew I was someplace cold. Okay. I keep forgetting that. I wonder if that's what it's like to die. Okay, we just got a lot deeper than I realized we were going to get. Your Highness, You came to help me too. Wait, Your Highness? Uh-oh. I guess you guys figured me out, huh? Sorry, Poopy. I didn't mean to trick you. I swear, one of these days I will stop laughing at that name. Really. My name is really Nadia. My father is King Guardia the 33rd. No, you won't. Yeah, you're probably right. That's yeah, fair. I just wanted to go to the fair and have fun like everyone else. But if you'd known who I really was, you wouldn't have shown me around the fair, would you, Poopy? Yeah, for sure. We're cool like that, right? Pretty sure. Oh, Poopy. This conversation, they have used that so many times. I'm fine. Composure. I'm good. The real queen's safe, right? Let's go home, Poopy. Okay. All right, we're good. Boop. You're returning home? I do not know from where you hail, but I wish you a safe journey. It's just as you thought. Yeah. Sure you did. Okay. It's just Poopy, Poopy, Poopy. Absolutely. I have two near teenage children, and I still don't think I've said poop this many times in any conversation as I have this single stream. It's kind of incredible. All right. So we're good here. Oh, wait. Just check what these guys have to say. Okay. Fair. Oh, gotta talk to Bob. Hey, Bob. Bob. It was my presence here that endangered the queen. I can remain at this castle no more. Was it, though? I don't feel like this was your fault. Eek! Hopefully that didn't hurt anybody's ears. I am sorry for that. Indeed, your resemblance to the queen is uncanny. Oh, yeah, they were totally... Because that was like a daytime stream. That one of them was totally like crouching down here. I don't even, you can see where I'm gesturing. Like right down here. off to the side, so they definitely heard it. Poopy. Okay, you've the makings of a great swordsman. Maybe frogs aren't so bad after all. That's your takeaway? I mean, it's a fair takeaway. I get it. But also, like, so much, guys. So much has happened. It's about more than frogs. All right. So it's 11:11. I think this is a good place to wrap up our gaming time tonight. So that's all good. Let's see, does this work? Whoa, I've never done that before. That's neat. That's a screenshot. I'm doing things. I'm trying random buttons. Okay. I'll just hop over to OBS, no big. Nope, that's Steam, Jeff. Come on. All right, we'll go ahead. Head over here. Okay. We'll close you. There we are. Okay. And I'll get the music going again, so we're not just sitting in awkward silence. All right, nice. So here's the plan. We just bit off a good little bit of the plot. We got some good stuff. I'm gonna take a quick 2-minute break. Hit the bathroom real quick, and then we'll come back. We'll drop. So, let me go ahead and put us. I'll be right back, and I'll probably run a quick 1-minute ad roll just to kind of help with that for later. I know this is the Game Chops Video Game Study Lounge. I love this channel, the music here. What am I doing? There we go. Okay. So yeah, 2 maybe 3 minutes. I'll try to make it a short break. Yeah, I think I'll be fine. I just have to do a couple things, shift around a couple things to go to art mode, but shouldn't be too much. So yeah, I'll be back in about 2 or 3 minutes, and I'll give the break command right here just to. Yay! Thanks, Frank. All right, I'll see you guys in a couple minutes. Hey, we're back. All right. I hope you had a good break. I did as well. I just wanted to show you real quick as we're going to jump over to art mode in a second here. I mentioned that we're almost done. I'm almost done with the D&D piece. I scared you. I am sorry for the jump scare. Actually, let me try. Okay. Um, I mentioned that I'm almost done with the D&D piece, and I was going to show you guys what I was talking about. So this is my last character that I'm on, coloring and shading. Um, this is our polar bear druid. I still haven't finished. I'm smoothing out some of the shading. I probably had some secondary stuff too to kind of round it out a little bit, as well as some highlights. But this is the last full character. They do have like a wolf familiar that I'll be doing as well. Um, but like, oh my gosh, after I don't even know how many months I've been working on this. Um, I think actually Clip Studio can tell me how long I've been working on this. It's been 79 hours. 79 hours I've spent on this illustration. But I did, to be fair, I did have to design a lot of the characters from like just like text descriptions and then start penciling and, inking and all the good stuff. And there's a background too. Whee! Okay. Oh, thanks. But yeah, I think it does just take practice like a lot of the time. Um like here, I was gonna open up a new canvas anyway, but like I think once you just do it enough, it kind of becomes natural. Because I feel like I have a long way to go myself. Um, but like let's see. So like, you get ahead here, and it kind of just all starts with like the frame. You got, leave room for the neck. I usually do like a triangle for the just like in general, the hips and the lower part of the torso. Then you can kind of fill out the shoulders, right? The neck comes in and just kind of works out. And like if you put the hands at the side, you can always see like the elbows. Let's see. I think that usually the hand comes out to the hips about. I'm trying to remember the exact proportions on it. Like I don't think about it as much these days. I just kind of proportion it out. This neck is a little bit short and forward. It makes it look a little bit hunched, but like it's it's really just a matter of practice, honestly. It all starts with like a really good just frame. Even just drawing like this, like a basic head and like you got your hips, the legs come down like that. Like starting from here and then like rounding it out can be such a big help. T-body. Yeah, I mean honestly, um, feeling out the proportions of the stick figure to get it to the style that you want is the big first step. And once you do that, um, you know, you do your lower your transparency, and then you start coming in and be like, okay, let's give an actual more human shape to it. What I really want to do is I noticed there's a lot of like good gesture drawing videos on YouTube where it's literally if you want to do the challenge they have a timer on them, and so they'll have like a model um like posing, and you can just try to replicate in the short time the gesture, or you can just do it without the timer if you want to kind of take that some of that pressure off yourself, right? And I think a lot of it is just kind of figuring out like getting a feel for it, because once you get a feel for it, and also like I'm not great with anatomy and muscles. Um, I'm working on it. Show off, but it's just I feel like if you start here and just kind of play around. I do not know what this pose is doing. No, I don't even know. Like it's maybe they're a waiter. I don't know what's happening right now with this. But like once you get something like this, then it's just going in and adding details. But I think practicing getting the foundation is the biggest thing, right? Because then I'll turn this one off and turn this opacity. Well, I can turn this opacity down a little bit more. We do this and add another layer, and then you start putting in like, the facial features. Let's give him some good like anime hair. Why? I don't know why. I can. That's why. Yeah. But I mean, you are in good company as an artist in that. Like, it's I guess I'm just drawing cloud from fun. Yeah, I guess I'm. Yeah, that's what's happening. Cool, 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 cool. Then we give him like the turtleneck, whatever. He has like the big like shoulder thing, right? And the suspenders thing. The shoulder comes out there. Bup, 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 bup. Like the big like belt buckle. So yeah, what great hair. I don't know. This is what I come up with at 11:30 on a Thursday night apparently. But yeah, that's kind of the what I would recommend if you want to work on it is that. And even then like doing those types of gesture drawing videos, or even look through like a magazine, right? And just very quickly try to get not like the detailed part, but just get that like boxy figure to fit the pose and get the proportions right there. And the more you do that, the more you get a feel for everything else, and it just kind of starts to click, in my opinion. Okay, let's do some sketching. Clear this out. So I'm trying to figure out if I want to try to do a scene from the game or just like start playing around with some of the characters. Maybe we start playing around with the characters, get a little bit more familiar with that part of it. Um, just a moment. So I am trying a new stream setup, and it's definitely it's not bad at all in my mind, but it's definitely slower because I don't remember like everything is in a slightly different place. Um, so if you bear with me, excuse me, my gosh, I need water. I see. There's not. That's why it's so spiky. Yeah, there you go. Original character. I like it. So let's go ahead. Let's start with Bob. I want to start with Bob. Now, one of the cool things is the designs for the characters originally for Chrono Trigger. Um, the original character designs were done by oh my gosh, Akira Toriyama. That's what Akira Toriyama, who you may know is the original creator of Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, and all those. So you see a lot of that in the designs. You know, Chrono especially looks like he would fit right in the Dragon Ball universe. Um, but what I'm gonna do here, um, Bob reference. Okay, label that layer. I'm just gonna start playing around, and it's always tempting to try to copy the style exactly. I'm gonna try to fight that and just kind of find out what style I want to do for this. I'm not even really 100% sure, to be honest. But we'll just kind of see where we go. I am just gonna end up drawing Kermit the Frog, aren't I? That is probably what's going to happen. So actually, hold on, let's. So he's got this section here, and this comes down a little bit. You know, I could have started drawing closer to the actual guy, but I didn't. So that's fun. And I did that thing again too, where I draw on the wrong layer because I like to make my life difficult. It's good times. Okay, let's try this now. Better. Looks like a dino. It does look like a dino. You're right. Oh my gosh. Okay. How do we make this less dino-like? Let's clear that out. So what can be fun to do sometimes is actually to do like a little bit of a study. So actually I see we got kind of a big oval here, right? Actually, Dino Bob Frog. That's his last name. Bob Frog. Actually, that's not quite right. He's not quite an oval. We've got kind of this piece here that is like the front of his face, and then that fades back here. Something like that. Just extends into the eye, the brow ridge. So I'm tracing for the purpose right now of seeing how this all fits together. Because sometimes it's not until you like try to go over the original and look at how the artist drew it that you figure out what the underlying shape is. So the good news is he should look a little dino-ish. It looks like. So there's this, right? Okay. Leave that there for now. I will probably erase it later. So there is a little bit of a front part of the face before we have the background or the, yeah. Yeah, it's like the froggy eye things going on there. You're right, very dino-ish. He is like a little baby dino. I will maybe never see this character the same again, and that's okay. Oh, you know what? Also, his face needs to be a lot wider. I think that's part of what I'm doing. So I'll move this over a little bit. I'm trying to draw it at just a slightly different angle than what is in the artwork, so I'm making myself work the shape a little bit more. Oh, you know what? When the mouth extends past this like little snout part, it sure makes it look a little bit more like a frog. That's interesting. Okay. Add the little whiskers-ish thing. Okay, this is actually kind of looking like it. So what can we do with this shape? Let's just try this little like scarf or, you know, in there. It looks more like a bird beak. Yeah, it does a little bit. We could soften that a little bit though. Even just by taking that out a little bit. Just have that little bit here for where the whisker comes out. Yeah. By giving it a little bit less definition, I think we soften it a bit. But also, like, you know, if you ask me to draw a frog, I might draw something like, you know, something like this, right? That's kind of like where my brain would originally start with it. Yeah, that's it. So what happens if we add, oops, that's the eraser. Silly me. We add these guys here, and these guys here. Okay, I think they were, well, I actually like that a lot less, honestly. It's funny because in the sprite art, you don't really see a lot of that. Because when I looked forward and his was, yeah. So, okay. Gonna move this to a separate layer and turn it off, and then I'll bring him back. Yeah. Well, because I do see, like, what did I just do? Apparently, I just decided to minimize every window I had. That was cool. But I'm still in the air, so that's nice. What was that? Oh my gosh. It's like I just rested my hand on the screen for a second and it went totally nuts. That was cool. All right. So I think I traced over a lot more. Um, even though there were lines that mostly, well, they weren't. I was, yeah, okay. This is right here. I see that it's a lot smoother than I drew it. So if I were to erase this, also, this doesn't all the way go. Oh, there we are. So if I do this, better. It's still very dino-ish though, but not. Yeah, exactly. They use the shadow to kind of give the depth instead of using the outline. That's a good, yeah, that's a good observation. Because yeah, this line, I totally drew to separate out the volume of it, but like it's actually much flatter than what I traced over it. Sorry, that line is actually there. Okay. But yeah, I was trying to separate out the shapes, but I think I ended up overemphasizing like the beak-like nature because even this is not really there, right? Like it's not. No, he needs the other whiskers if he's gonna have any. How would I stylize this? Okay. I mean, this is kind of fun, honestly. I sort of like with his pants. I kind of, I kind of like it this way. I know it's very ridiculous and stylized, but I kind of like it this way. I don't know. I know in the game he's like this very like knightly, honorable character, but I also kind of like drawing him as just like just a little guy, right? Just a little guy. Baby Bob. I mean, yeah, 100%. Actually, can we maybe we make the cape billowing out in the wind? Oh yeah, for sure. Also, like he doesn't have a shield. I don't think in our game currently. So there's that. So you hold a sword like so. There's the hand. So then we draw a sword. Little frog, big sword. Superhero cape. Absolutely. I mean, he was kind of the goat of our team. Seriously, like how many crits did he even get? Like, okay, I like that. Like separating out the white. Actually, do I add? Do I try adding the whiskers here? There we go. Okay, we might be onto something. I think we're onto something. Hold up, hold up. This might be it. This might actually be the way that I want to go with it. There's little things there. Give him a couple details. Like the rivets on the armor. That belt buckle. But not overdo it. Honestly, yeah, I kind of think this is it. I'm loving Little Bob right now. Yeah, I'm actually very excited about how this is coming out. I'm going to scoot it over just a bit. There we go. Okay. Turn this down, turn this off. Let's try inking it. Let's try inking Lil Bob and see how we like it. How's this? Seems like a pretty good weight. Okay. So far, so good. Yeah, I added them. I added them. The top ones, I think. Yeah, so it's a little bit more. They're stacked on top of each other instead of having one kind of at the back and one at the front. Okay, this is kind of. This is kind of fun. Yay! All right, we're getting there. Just that. We'll clear out some of these guys. Thanks. I am very happy with this as it's turning out. Because sometimes you decide to do some like play around and draw something for the first time on stream, and it just comes out horrible. Like it's just not, I've had stuff that I have done, and it's just I'm like, oh, this was so much better in my mind, and it yeah, this isn't that, and I'm very happy about that. Then cuff come down a little bit lower there. Okay, okay. Oh. Yeah. How you doing over there? It is almost noon your time. Uh I still can't believe you haven't slept. That's crazy. Are you at least able to like sleep late like the rest of the day? Like get some rest? I hope you are. Okay. Close that glove. The rest of his arm might be, useful for him. You're doing good. All right. Just cozy. You will sleep when your body falls asleep. Fair. Fair. All right, that's pretty good. We'll just drop our brush size down a little bit to get some of these fine details in. Remember how during your stream you're like, oh, straight lines? I can't draw a straight line right now. I can never draw a straight line. It is hard. Um, I cannot tell you how many times on stream. It might be soon because you have a heated blanket. That sounds extremely cozy. Now let's see if it stands the test. I've had some things. With the keyboard. Yes, the shift key. That is very helpful. All right, let's see if it stands the test. Some things I do inks for, like they look great when the sketch is on underneath it, like you can see it. But then the second you turn it off, it's like, oh, that looks weird. So let's see. Is it gonna make it? Okay, I think Bob survived, you guys. Bob survived turning off the sketch layer. Okay, that came out all right. I'm very pleased. Very, very pleased. Draw a bar with it. I drew a bar with it. Nice. Yeah, it's sometimes I get in a phase where I'm like, no, I'm gonna draw everything by hand. It's gonna be organic looking and it's not gonna be perfect, and that's the idea. And then I do it, and I'm just like, I think I've tried to redraw this line like 20 times because I can't draw a straight line. Um, But yeah, other times I've like, you know what, I just need to embrace the geometry of it and just use the straight line, use that shift key. That's why you don't like the line art, like line art on your drawing. Yeah. Okay. You know what? We have to put Bob's name on here. We can't not. Actually, hold on. Hold on. I am very happy with this. Honestly, um that was fun. Now the trick. Okay. Let's let's make our lives even harder. Because we can. We got a couple minutes to do this, so let me try it. Thank you. Does you know what? Let's see if we can make the character express things. I'm not gonna worry as much about posing the whole body because I'm not sure I'm ready to do that yet. But let's make Bob do some faces. Okay, so first up, we all start with this, or it all starts with the wait. That's not what I wanted. Hold on, hold on. I'm gonna start a little bit further away. So it all starts with this kind of softer nose. Okay. I don't really know what expression I'm even going for right now with him. You'd think it would be smart to figure that out before you start drawing. What's the longest stream that I've done? Blah, 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 blah. I think I had one that came close to like 3 hours, at least 2.5. But I don't usually stream for super duper long. Because if I stream at my usual time, it's late and I usually have a day job. I have to go to my day job the next day, or well, report to it. I'm a remote worker, but usually I have to work the next day, so I can't stay up super late. So usually like 12:30 is about as late as I'll go ever. If it's during the day though, um, it's also like family time. It starts butting up against like stuff that we're gonna do as a family. So I'd say 2.5 hours is a pretty hard limit for me. No, I haven't done 7 yet. Um, Admittedly, I have seen like I know that there's a lot of professional streamers out there and people who like they just stream for 8 hours a day, and that's amazing. The difference, I find that hard to believe entirely. You may not have the same, limits or commitments, but it doesn't mean it's not a life. So we got that nice. Okay, I think that's a little bit big for the lower part of the face. No, I think that's. Let's do. This is what I think we want Bob to do. I think we want him to be unhappy, displeased with what is happening. Admittedly, this is a low hanging fruit expression. This is not significantly different. Can we make Bob send it? We can, right? Because he has that like slurp slash attack. I think where he like grabs the enemy. All right, let's just do this. We didn't use that one, and I should have. I wanted to, and I totally forgot. All right, so start here. The mouth has to be wide. That's part of the distinguishing characteristic here, I feel like. Something like that. Head goes back here. There's one eye here, one eye here. I think to get the tongue out, we'll have to go a little bit wider on the mouth opening. I think it needs to come back here a little bit more. There we go. Tongue catching a fly. Bob. Yeah, we could totally do that. I just need to get, I just need to figure out how to draw him like this first. And then okay, so, all right, let's take a look. Cheek comes out here. Maybe this eye comes, yeah, this eye had to come forward. That's what was missing. It already looks better. So something like that. And this comes out here. Clear this here. Just like shoot that tongue straight out, just like that. I'm gonna move this over even further. It's like, it's a little bit Yoshi right now. Not gonna lie. Bob is looking a little Yoshi. So I'm gonna say, give a line of action, something like that. We'll have like, do I have him like leaping? How do we want to do this? Oh, what I could do, yeah, I have an idea. Okay. I'm gonna tilt this even further, kind of give him a really super duper exaggerated posture here. So move the rotation point. There we go. That's the pose, I think. So we've got leaning way forward, counterbalanced by the legs pointing forward, arms like flaying out. Make it curvy, like the tongue. Yeah, that would make it look a lot more actiony, I feel like. And organic. So we do like, not like that. I'm trying to figure out how to draw his eyes, the expression that I'm looking for. Like an eyelid there. No, you know what? It's fine because this is kind of like a sketch brainstorming session. So I'm pretty fine with suggestions. Like, then you have like scarf here, cape here, maybe like a little kind of ruffle situation going on. Yeah, I'll say something if it's too much. Don't worry. It's fine. You're good. Like you're totally good. I would definitely say something if it was too much. So don't worry about that. I kind of want to lean him even further. I kind of want to make this even more dramatic. It does break this a little bit, so we have to get creative and fix that. All the drama. Yeah, absolutely. I know that sometimes my drawings can get like a little bit stiff if I'm not careful, so I'm trying to push the pose, like seeing how far I can actually push it before it doesn't make sense anymore. What if we move the arms? So this is also, it's interesting. This is one of the things that I love about working digitally is I can just play around with individual parts of the image like this and kind of figure out exactly how I want it. It's going to be down there. Yeah, something like that. It's really, really nice. And I think it's funny because then when I do anything like sketching, just paper and pencil, whatever, it becomes so much harder because like I can't, like, oh, I actually have to like erase that and redraw it. I can't just like take what I've already drawn and move it somewhere else. And that's always like a little bit of a bummer. Kind of, but like, oh no, it's okay, this is the way. You can do it. You drew it once, you can draw it again. All right, maybe we'll try inking this real quick. I don't know, maybe. Okay. I'll worry about connecting the, well, let's do it now. It's fine. It's like that. Try to get that like aggressive expression going. Try to get that as much as in one swoop as I can. Oh, cool. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for hanging out. It's been really nice having you here, and I really hope you get some rest. So please get a good rest, and yeah, I'll catch you the next time I see you. So, uh, thanks again. I'm gonna wrap up here soon anyway. So, yeah, have a good rest of your day. Slash, also maybe sleep. Oh my gosh, I forgot how to draw this. Ah, come on, Jeff. Really? You're almost done. All right, the thumb would be on the other side anyway. There we go. How would you draw the inside of this mouth? Interesting thought. Let's see. That is too small of a pen. Something like that. How did I do those rivets again? That's a bigger one on top. I feel like I lost something with the nose. It's not quite how I'd want it, but you know what? I'm pretty happy with that. This was fun. This was kind of fun trying something different, inspired by our game. So I am going to call it here for art tonight. It is after that time. So let's go ahead. Where's my mouse? There it is. Okay. Bring you over here. Good deal. Okay. Hello. Oh, no. OBS. Nope. That's not where I wanted you. All right. Come on. There we go. There. Let's see. All right. So, that brings us to the end of the stream, to our just chatting time. I never changed my category. That's okay. You know what? I'll just do it now. Sure. Good enough. All right. Well, at least we're just chatting now. But hey, that's it for tonight. I hope you had a good time. I did. It was fun getting to play a little bit and getting to draw a little bit. And honestly, I'm pretty excited with how these Bob the Frog drawings came out. So this is fun. It's a good exercise. So that's our third Thursday. So I think that we can I say so one more time? I almost just said it again. Seriously. The next third Thursday will be in August. So the third Thursday of August, which is August 20th. August 20th. That'll be our next third Thursday event. So we will continue the adventures of Poopy and friends August 20th. And in the meantime, we will be going back to... One second. That's wrong. There we are. So we'll be going back to this. We'll be working down the art list as best we can. Dungeons and Dragons group illustration. We're almost there. I've been working a little bit on this one. Well, I chunked off a lot of it off stream in the last month. I would love to finish it first, but I think I might have to move priority to a couple of the other pieces before I wrap this one completely. Now, if they schedule the next session and I'm like, oh no, I have to finish it before our next session, that might push things a little bit. But for now, I'll probably maybe off stream work a little bit on this a bit more. I want to finish the polar bear and the wolf, but not a super big push on that. The biggest thing I've got to do right now is the middle three ones right here. Yeah, well, middle-ish. So I need to finish the cover. That's in progress. I've actually got that mostly inked. I have a couple things to fix, but I've started coloring and shading the cat. So that's progressing. We need a comic to do, so that we need to do a comic. So that'll be probably the biggest priority. And then if I want to get art in submitted for the Games Done Quick digital art volume, I need to do that, I think, before the end of the month. So we've got 2 streams exactly until the end of the month. So I'm thinking we'll be working on something cartoons next week. That's my plan. Yeah, so I think it'll be cartoons. And if somehow that's all done, then we'll go over to the velocity art for JDQ for the art packet. Yeah, I think that's the best way to do it. So that's the immediate plan. And then as I check off those 3, hopefully all of those within the next few weeks, I'll get back to the group illustration. I'm like, sometimes when I'm working on art on the couch, just kind of chilling out, and Ashley and I are watching TV, I'll just pull up that one because I'm like, I already know I don't have to think too hard about what I'm doing. I already figured out all the hard stuff. So I may do a night or 2 of that at some point over the next few weeks, just to continue pushing it through and not losing the momentum on it. Yeah, but basically it's those. And once I finish the top 4 items, then I definitely want to get back to panel art and emotes. And we'll probably do that on stream. I don't know why I wouldn't do that on stream. It seems kind of the perfect thing to do with the community here. So yeah, that's the plan. In terms of any other final announcements, hey, I stream on Thursday nights. That's what I can fit in, working a day job that is not art and having 2 kids, and being just kind of, a family that does things together. I don't know how else to say it. We're also a Disney family. We try to get out to the parks when we can, being right here in Orlando. But I stream at 10 p.m. Eastern on Thursday nights. That is when you can find me. I do still owe chat one extra bonus stream, and I like to look for chances to do extra streams, but I'm still figuring it out. I don't have a great answer to that right now. But Thursday nights you can more or less count on, and if you can't, I will let you know in a story here on Twitch ahead of stream if at all possible. Or I'll just tell you, in announcements. What else? Well, if you like what you saw tonight, you can also find us as WagWorksGA here on Twitch, over on YouTube, and then also on Instagram. I do have to say the Instagram, we don't post as actively as we used to. Maybe one of these days we'll get back to it. But you can also check out our website, which has newer stuff for sure than our Instagram, which is just wagworksga.com. So you can see a bit of my portfolio, some of the other stuff we've got there, like my Chinese New Year, like the Lunar New Year zodiac animals that I've been working on, this D&D illustration, some of those pieces. We also have a shop, so you can actually order some of the stuff that I've order prints of some of the stuff that I've done for GDQ as prizes over the years. That's all available. Yeah, so check it out if you're interested. And what else do I have to say? I always shout out Frank, just because he's my mod, and he was one of the early watchers of stream. So shout outs to Frank, who he works nights these days, so we don't see him as much as we'd like to, but we keep. If in case you wondered about this goose is here as a nod to Frank and his comic, Lucy Goosey comic, which also, by the way, I have a command for. You can check them out over on Instagram at Lucy Goosey Comic, and it's good times. I enjoyed it a lot. Please go check out Frank and give him a follow. He haven't seen him stream in the last few weeks, but I think he does still stream sometimes. Anything else? I think that does it, guys. I think that's everything. We made it. So thank you everybody for being here. Chirpy, it's always great having you around. I appreciate you hanging out in chat and having some fun brainstorming with art with me. Yeah, this is great. I have such a good time being here. I encourage you all to do something artistic, creative. It doesn't have to be drawing. And if it is drawing, it certainly doesn't even have to be anything formal. You can just have fun with it. But art is therapeutic. Art is great, and just kind of getting those creative juices flowing is such a important thing. So that's my encouragement. But thank you everyone for being here. If you're watching the VOD on Twitch or on YouTube, wherever you are, thank you so much as well. I appreciate you very much. And again, it's anything you do supports me. Just watching it, just listening to this, hearing me say this right now. But if you feel like doing anything more, then a follow or a subscribe or a like or a comment or any of those things are additional great ways to help support the stream. And let me know that you like what I'm doing, because I appreciate that. Yeah, that's it, guys. That has brought us to the end of stream. And as usual, I have not loaded up my stream ending screen yet. So let me do that and stall for time as I do every night that I stream. Okay. We're good. Thank you again. Everyone have a good rest of your night, a good rest of your week, and I will see you next time. Thanks, guys. Bye.